giving an example. All right, so we saw what we saw. Uh, Started from positive slicing, followed by our dicing, positive dicing, followed by your negative indexing. Of course, it starts from -1, -2, -3, -4, until the end, -10, let's say. All right, negative slicing. All right, followed by negative dicing, wherein we have to print it in reverse. All right, when we use negative slicing, negative dicing, the slicing also pattern also changes. All right, so this is what happens. The slicing pattern also changes out. All right, same goes for this case as well. All right. Do you guys have a holiday on May? Also, sorry, on 1st May?
Yes, Utkarsh.
Okay, what?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, so we can, if you all are free, we can uh, find out time and uh, have a class on 1st May.
Yeah, yeah, sure. We can plan.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If I'm free, I'll definitely ping you guys, and you all can definitely. All right, we
Okay.
can plan a class. All right. So this
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah. So we saw what we saw how to reverse. मतलब, we if you want to basically use negative dicing, we need to do what we need to reverse the pattern of slicing. We need to take what we need to take the latter indexes, latter part of the list indexes. Like for example, we wanted to print 7 4 1 8 11 21 in reverse. So we took what we took 7, because always remember whatever is on the left side of the colon, it is what it is, uh, basically it is included. Whatever's on the right side of the colon, it is what it is excluded. All right, so this is what it is. So whatever's on the left side of the colon included, right side of the colon excluded. So that's why we took the index of 1, which is equivalent to what? Is equivalent to 2 over here. All right, is equivalent to 2, and we did what? We did -1, because if we would have taken 2, it would have done what? It would have basically removed what? Removed 7, skipped 7. This we did with negative indexing. All right, similarly, we can do a mix of both positive slicing and negative slicing as well. For example, if B2, B1 is what? 2. All right, B1 is what? 2 is 2. So we can do what? Similarly, what is the other negative index position is of 2 is B minus 9. If we write over here B minus 9, B7 colon -9, the result will be same. All right, we can do a mix of both. Remember, we can do a mix of both positive and, let's say we wrote -3 over here, and we wrote what? We wrote 1 over here. Now again, -3 is what? 21. All right. 1 is what? 2. So -3 colon 1 colon -1. So it is what? It is a negative dicing and a mix of positive, negative and positive slicing. So we can do that as well. All right. So this is what it is. Let us do what? Let us jump towards a question. So we have the list B already. All right. So we can do what we need. I need what? I need basically 25 comma 5, or we can say 5 comma 25 in reverse. 25 comma 5. So how will we do that? The answer should be 25 comma 5. Any other answer? Any other answer?
Utkarsh, just a second.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah. Yeah, so can we move ahead further? All right, so we have three answers. Okay. So let me take out the correct answer. So it is what? It is basically minus 9. All right, colon, colon. Similarly, when we printed 5 comma 25, so it was what? It was positive 9. Similarly, 25 comma 5, colon, colon, minus 9. Remember, it is what? Negative dicing. It is jumping, as we saw yesterday also in multiple
Okay.
examples. All right, if you look at the recording, we saw multiple example of 2, multiple example like 4. All right, so this is what it is. All right. All right, so colon minus 9 is the correct answer. Now there is one more answer. Wait a second. B len of B minus 1. Okay, so okay, I haven't tried this, but let us try len B minus 1. It should work inside a list. All right, so it is giving us 5 comma 25. It is actually giving us what? It is giving us positive answer. Good try, but we should do what? We should do what? We should try instead of len b minus 1, we should try what? We should try 1 minus len b, then it will give us the correct. So similarly, what is the len of b? 10. All right, so 1 minus 10 is what? 1 minus len of b is what? Minus 9. So it will be what? Equivalent to minus 9. So then it will give len of b minus 1 will give us what? It will give us 5 comma 25, positive of 9. All right. So this is what it is. Next we have another answer. Okay, B0, B minus 1 within a list. All right. So within a list we have what? B0, comma B minus 1. This is also. No, no, no. Okay. B of. No, no, एक second. I think I've mistyped. अच्छा, without B. This is also correct, but instead of again, this is for 5 comma 25, but the question is 25 comma 5. So you should do what? You should basically replace it with this and write b minus 1 comma b0. All right. If you write this, then so basically what he has done over here. See, b minus 1 is what? It's an element in a list. All right. Please listen to this very carefully. It is what? It is element in a list. Me assign it to E. Now, when 25, that is B minus 1, has been assigned to what? E. So E is not a list. E is actually what? An integer. E is actually what? E is actually an integer. So B minus 1, 25 within a list. All right. So that is what it is. So if you write 25 within a list, it will of course be a list only. All right. And then what? B0 again, integer inside a list. So this has come. All right. So this is also correct, but the answer should be in what? Answer should be in slicing and dicing. All right. So slicing is not required, but still, if dicing is there, then colon of slicing is required. All right. So here b 1 minus len of b, and here b minus 1 comma b0. All right. So this is what it is. This is a very important question. It is asked a lot in startups. One of my students, Aman Sharma, he is working in Scale Torch AI currently. It's a startup. So this was the question asked. Aman Sharma is a very old student of mine, one of my first students. He has also developed a Python module package, and he's working in this firm on a package of 50 plus lakhs per annum. Scale Torch.
That's very nice.
Yeah, he's my one of my
Where
very
is it
old.
located? In Bangalore only?
It is in actually it is in California actually.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know about its Bangalore address. He's working from home currently. So he's one of my
nice.
very old student, one of my first students. So if I show you my LinkedIn, so where is he? Let me show LinkedIn. All right, this one, product engineer at Scale Torch dot AI.
Nice.
Yeah, one of my first students, and he's also worked as an intern under me as well. He used to write articles for my blog, datamahadev.com. If you write, so he has written articles also 3 years back, 2.5, 3 years back. Multiple articles he has written.
So he was a college pass out or he was switching his career?
He was a college. This is his first company as a full-time employee.
Okay. So means
Yeah.
he has taken classes from you when he was in college itself.
Yeah, he's from VIT Bhopal. He contacted me. He is friend Ayush Mishra, and there was one more girl. I'm forgetting her name. She's in Canada right now, working for Ericsson. Same
VIT Bhopal.
VIT Bhopal, yeah, Vellore Institute of Technology
Oh
Bhopal.
yes, it got opened recently, I believe.
In 2014, I guess,
Yeah, actually, I
2014.
was till 2017, I was in Bhopal, but I never heard of this. Manet is
Okay,
a good
okay.
college. It's very famous in Bhopal, but VIT, I don't think it was there at
Acha,
that time.
it is a
Might be it got
new college.
opened. Yeah, yeah, after 2017, it might have got opened.
Okay, okay. Maybe. I think in
Yes.
2014. Yeah, no idea. Don't have much idea about it. When it got
Okay.
opened. Yeah, but he's a pass out of that only.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a
It
startup
was a
company.
great move actually.
Sorry?
It was a great move actually.
Yeah, definitely. When I connected with him last or maybe last to last year in 2021, so I told him, why don't you also try for companies like Microsoft and Google? So he said he said that they pay very less.
Yeah, definitely. If he's getting now 40 to 50, that too on his experience, his experience might be just 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, he's done a lot of internships also during college.
Yes.
Yeah, so and the growth is also very matlab slow in these big tech companies.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So that's why so he said I'll apply for startups only, US based startups. So I said great.
Yes. We get more to learn in startups. Although
Yeah,
the job
definitely.
security is not very good, but
Exactly. Job
learning is
security is an
very
issue.
good.
I agree. Job security is an issue in these startups. 1 year or maybe 1 month, they will, if you're not performing
Yeah.
according to their expectations, they will kick you out. है ना?
Yeah, seriously.
So yeah, that happens. In these big MNCs, they provide you with job security.
And they will give less money also.
Yeah, they will give less money. So you can do it either way.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. So one of my first students and a very old student. So this is what it is. All right. So this is what it is. So any doubts in this? So yeah, this is very important. This question was asked. So as I said earlier, also I've said that in list in an interviews, one or two question of list will definitely be asked, or maybe more. In written test, at least 3 to 4 questions of list will be asked. If there are, let's say, 40 questions, be prepared to answer 4 or 5 multiple choice MCQs in a written test of Python, basically. So list will definitely be asked. Interview also 1 or 2 questions of list are asked, or especially slicing and dicing and the next topic that we'll be reading, that we'll be studying. All right. So this is what it. Any doubts in this?
No, Utkarsh, no
That's
doubts.
All right, great. All right. So this is what slicing and dicing is all about. You can take any list, a random list, create a random list. All right, and you can do what start, practicing and different ways. All these methods are always welcome. These kind of methods are always welcome. Try to uh, give answers in different, apart from the standard procedure like this. All right. So this is what it is. So and keep on practicing. positive, negative slicing, dicing both. So it will help a lot. All right. So moving ahead further, talking about what? Talking about list comprehensions. All right. So list comprehensions. So before we talk about list comprehensions, let us discuss in brief loops in Python. Loops in Python. All right. So this is what it is. And before we discuss loops in Python, let us discuss what? Have we discussed the range function? I think we haven't.
No, no, we
Oh,
haven't discussed.
We haven't discussed. All right. So let us discuss the range function. Range, right? List. All right. So range. All right. Now I'll print it over here itself. So range. All right. So range inside range. We have written what? We've written 10. Now just like uh, slicing and dicing. All right. Whatever number we write in, like for example, we've just written what? We've just written 10 number. All right. So 10 number will get excluded. It will start from 0, or we've just written 10 over here. All right. It will start from 0 and 10 will get excluded. Similarly, we can experiment with 9. You can see 9 got excluded. We can experiment it with 11. See, 11 got excluded. 10 till 10 has been included. All right. Now we can do what? So just like slicing, whatever position, index position is on the right side of the colon, that gets what? That gets excluded. All right. Here, what happens is that whatever is on the right side of the comma, that gets excluded, and left side of the comma gets included. Similarly, if you want to start with 2, so this is want to start with, let's say, 7. So this is what it is. All right. Similarly, if we want to, let's say, so why we are writing list over here, list keyword or list command over here, so that when we print it, it gets converted into a list. It gets converted into a what? It gets converted into a list. All right. So this is what it is. Let us do what? Let us take a look at dicing in range. So there it was what? There it was colon. All right. Here it is what? Here it is commas. All right. So this is what it is. All right. So if we have written 2, so 2 will get skipped, 3 will be printed, 4 will get, 5 will be printed. So if we print it, so this is what it is. So odd numbers. All right. Now let us take a question. How will we use the even numbers? Print the even numbers. Only even numbers. Only even numbers. Not odd, only even. Just like here, Odd numbers only. Only even number. This print 1 comma 11 comma 1 will print all the numbers. Yes, correct. So A is equal to 0 comma 11 comma 2 and all right. All right. So this will give you what? Even number, and 0 is an even number. 0 is an even number. Said by BBC News in 2012. Alright. So if you, let's say you don't want to include 0, you can do what? You can start with 2. Alright. So it will give you what? It will give you. So 2 comma 11 comma 2, it will do what? It will skip 3. It will start with 2, skip 3, 4, 1, 2. Remember dicing? Snakes and ladders, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Let us say we want to print what? Divisibles of 5. We'll take one more question. Divisibles of 5 till 100. Using what? Using only range function. Remember, in the list there should be what? There should be only divisibles of 5. Only divisibles of 5. Remember 0 is not a divisible of 5. Yes, correct. So the answer should be what? Yes, correct. 5 comma 101 5. So what will happen is that 101 will get what? Excluded. 5 it will start with, and 5 what? Divisible. So it will dice, jump 5 places. Alright. So as you can see, from 5 till 100 it has printed. 5, 10, 15 and so on. Till 100 it has printed. So the length should be what? 20. So the length is 20. Similarly, if we take till 50, so it will be what? It will be till 50. We need to write 51 over here. All right. So this is what range function does. All right. Let us have a what? Let us have a basic understanding of loops in Python. All right. For of course we all know basically for loop in Python. For loop in Python. All right. So we all know we all are programmers. All right. So engineers, computer engineers, software engineers. All right. So for loop we use the keyword for. All right. So in Python also it is, let's say, for I or for X or for A, any variable you can take. All right. Looping variable. All right. So for X. All right. For X, let's say print basic question, first 10 natural numbers. First to 10, 1 to 10 natural numbers. For X in range 1 comma 11. Here we don't want to print in a list. So this is what it is. All right. And do what? Print X. Because the values will be what? Stored in X. All right. So what does for X in range 1 comma 11 means? So X in 1 comma 10. All right. 1 to 10. So it will do what? Loop we all know is what? An iterative process. It keeps on repeating itself until it does what? Until it reaches the last position. All right. So 1 will be stored in X and printed over here. So it will move towards 2. 2 will be printed in X and stored over here. You don't need to add any postfix I plus plus or I is greater than, less than, equal to 11 or less than 11. All right. You don't need to write that. It will automatically increment it. So X, again it will read 3 and print it over here again. Now it will run automatically. It will move towards row 4, and as you can see it has printed till 10. If we write over here 101, print till 100. All right. So this is what it is. This is how for loop works in Python. All right. So before we move further ahead for, let's say, list comprehensions, let us take one more example of for loop. All right. Let's take one question. Using for loop to print even numbers. Using for loop to print even numbers. All right, the meeting can end any